Okay, so you've just bought a new Alkaliser from AlkaWay or through your associate perhaps. So what I'd really like to do with you is just run through a few questions. So first off, have you got your Alkaliser up and running and water running through it successfully? That's really important. You should have 2 streams of water coming out depending on which unit you've got. You'll have, if you're asking for alkaline water, it will be coming out of the metal hose on the top of your Alkaliser or the large tap on your Delphi. And you'll also have acidic water coming out at the same time through the grey hose into your sink or the smaller secondary tap on your Delphi. So what's important to know at this point is you've got 4 different levels of alkalinity that you can be working through. So I presume you've already started drinking your alkaline water. I always suggest that you start on level 1, and there's no rush to go through each of the levels. I like to hear that people are going through them maybe even up to a month on level 1. As long as you haven't had any sort of detox symptoms that you can't handle, then move up to level 2. Same thing, stay on it for about a month. Just make sure that your body's coping with that new level of alkalinity. Then move up to level 3. Most people stay on level 3, that's usually around about a 9.5 pH. It's a really nice healthy level to be drinking at. You can use your level 4 for if you're making a cup of tea or coffee or for any cooking purposes. So if you need to know about detox symptoms, they could be anything from a headache to a rumbly tummy or even runny nose. So if you've got anything that is not normal for you or that you wouldn't expect, the chances are it's going to be detox. So there's no need for concern with that. Usually the symptoms will die down within about 3 days. If they don't, you can always cut back a level and just slow down that process a little bit. So there is no need to hurry. You are going to be gently detoxing as you move through those levels regardless. So what I'm going to do now is just run you through some little pH tests so that we can make sure that your unit is actually working well and you're going to get therapeutic value from it. Okay, when you first got your Alkaliser, you would have got a small bottle of red liquid. That's called pH reagent, and it's used to test the pH of water. You would also have got a little colour chart, and that's what you'll be comparing the colour of your water once you test it against to see what that pH level is. So what I would suggest that you do is get 3 small glasses, like little shot glasses. You also had included some test tubes with your Alkaliser, but shot glasses are a little bit easier to handle. So 3 small glasses, and I've put already 4 drops of the pH reagent into the water. So the first one that I'm going to test is just your normal tap water to see what your source water is testing at. Okay, you can see that that is actually quite green. That's about a pH 7. So your water authority has a mandate to give you pH neutral water. So this water is actually quite correct for tap water, although it is actually chemically contrived at pH 7. The next one we're going to test is the high alkaline water that's coming out of our Alphion. So I'm turning that on to level 4. Have a look at the difference coming out from the high alkaline level. That's at least a 10, maybe a 10.5. So that's telling me that your Alkaliser is working just the way we want it to be working, and it's giving really top quality pH water at about between 10 and 10.5. So we're really happy with that. So the third test that I'm going to do is quite a good one to show your friends and family as well. If you've got a commercial type of water that maybe you're used to drinking. So I'm just going to use one that I purchased from a supermarket. And once again, have a look at the colour that that water's changed into. It's actually quite acidic, and it's down around about the 4 pH. So that's really, really very acidic. A lot of people don't realise what they're paying good money for. But look what happens when I top it up with a high alkaline water. Instantly it changes to a much more alkaline colour, and it actually demonstrates the scientific fact that alkaline neutralises acid. So that's exactly what the high alkaline water has done. It's neutralised the acid from the commercially bought water and made it much more healthy. That's exactly what happens inside your system. When you're drinking the ionised alkaline water, that water is actually hydrating into your system. It's finding any toxic acid waste, it's neutralising it, and then it's flushing it out of your system. If you want to show your friends a really good party trick, get them to actually produce some saliva and put it into one of the shot glasses, test that, and then top it up with the alkaline water, and just watch their faces when they see what happens. Okay, so what you've done with these tests is you've actually worked out that your Alkaliser is working really well for you. So congratulations on that part, you've set it up really well.